Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Judge Rata and the race card that he keeps bringing into the table. Whenever things don't go his way, he will never address people properly. He will always do the opposite. That's just him. So yesterday in court, yeah, no? Okay, let's start over because wow, that thing just disturbs me. Hello and welcome to my Courtroom Chronicles. My name is Noni Matikela. I am coming to you today with the courtroom row that went way beyond courtroom etiquette because wow, we unpacked Chief Justice Ratasan because he believes he's the Chief Justice. He is God himself, he's law unto himself. Explosive comments about defense counsel, the ripples through the legal profession, and when it tells us about race, power, public trust in our justice system. Let's deal with that in this video because, wow, every time he does these comments, a lot happens, as I already said. Judge Rata, guys. I remember there was a time that Judge Rata made made comments about race issues. There was a time he said, I don't think a white advocate can have the gall to ask me that. There was a time he said that. There was a time he said some black lawyers. There was a time he said the behavior. I don't know. There was a time he said the country that is run by blacks, something like that. There was a time he said a lot of things. The incident occurred during the proceedings, the high-profile case of Senzo Meyiwa. Those incidents, they occurred at that time. Defense advocate Charles Mnisi, at some point, he had informed the court via the registrar that he would be returning from running the marathon on a Monday and would not be available to go to on a Sunday, but will not be available for Monday because he would need to rest. And he has asked advocate Siporam Sipile to stand him. The comments that he made at that time. And he reacted angrily, making comments contrasting how he thought white advocates would behave compared to black advocates. A remark that left many considered racially charged because what on earth are you saying? That did not stop there. That did not stop him. He made an apology, it's fine. But again, yesterday, he made a comment along those lines, which Missy needed to really and very fast deal with it. The outburst that he did that time, and yesterday, as much as yesterday it was, but that time it was on higher grade. They still have the same effects. And Judge Rata's remarks were reported across all media, what in South Africa. And the protest that was there, even from the bar associations, commentaries and calls for Judicial Service Commission to look into that conduct. He's repeating again that thing. He later issued an apology in court saying that he regretted his remarks, acknowledging his conduct was questionable and incorrect, and that he had been spoken to by senior judicial officials. Yet again, he brings the race card into the issue. And that apology that was fake, an apology doesn't erase the moment. It starts a conversation. And we had no choice but to judge him as a judge. He was judged by us. And again, we are yet judging him for what he said yesterday. Courtroom decorum expectations are not supposed to only be he expects courtroom decorum from only the defense lawyers. How advocates communicate through registered, and how they are not supposed to communicate, how they are supposed to communicate with him directly. There's a lot of things that he said. There is a lot of things. The balance that is supposed to there, he is not striking it very well. He is not managing his courtroom very well. He is biased, uJudge Ratha. I can't fathom how he actually just wakes up and say whatever he wants to say because wow. So yesterday what happened is that Umnisi was speaking to Ramsipili. We didn't hear what they were saying, but Ramsipili was telling him something. They do that all the time. Even the state does that all the time. However, Umnisi now comes back and is like, I'm so sorry, Babu Zungu. I asked you a question. I didn't even hear what you were saying because my colleague here was showing me something. I'm so sorry. He jumps in uJudge Ratha and say, you must apologize to the court. What you just did there, is it because I'm a black judge? Haibo, sir, what are you talking about now? And Umnisi, he went on and on and on. And Umnisi was like, my lord, don't do that. Don't bring the race into the situation, please. Because now you are busy bringing race into this and it has nothing to do with that. And he was going on and on. Umnisi was like, stop it right there. And he said, by the way, it has nothing to do with race. It has nothing. And I'm very sorry. He apologized profusely and he did not even make any excuses. He just apologized for what happened. And then he also told him, my lord, I don't see a black judge. In fact, when I'm in court, I don't see a black judge. We've passed that time long time ago. When I look at you, I see a court. It's not even about whether it's a white judge or a black judge. That's not how I look at you. I see a court. I don't see race. I don't see race. I see a court. I loved how Missy dealt with it. I love it. Yo, Judge Ratha, guys. Yo. He is angry. He is always jumpy. He is always quickly coming for the defense lawyers. He is impatient with them unnecessarily. I don't think what happened warranted his behavior at all. I don't think so. But I appreciated how Missy handled it because wow. Mm-mm. Sana, I did not understand how uJudge Ratha he's an emotional person. And what I hate about him and his emotions is that they only apply to the defense. He is never like that to Baloyi. He is never like that to Sibanda. As much as he doesn't have real patience for Sibanda, but he's never rooted him. He even calls him doctor. He respects Sibanda more than the other guys. He pays so much attention to Baloyi when he speaks. He does not even speak over him. I've never heard the judge cut off Baloyi. I've never heard the judge speak over Baloyi. If he asks Baloyi something, he allows Baloyi to elaborate as much as he wants. But if it's the defense lawyer that is trying to explain, he cuts that person off. He speaks on top of them. He does not even listen to understand until they forcefully speak over him back. The only time he listens to the defense is when they speak over him back. And then there's that dialogue and a chaos in that courtroom of Judge Ratha. That's the only time he listens to them, when they force him, when they push stubbornness and speak while he speaks. Otherwise, if you are going to give him the respect of allowing him to speak over you, he will be like, yeah, sure. And he shouts when he speaks to them. It's bad. Literally, it's bad what happens in that courtroom. uJudge Ratha is such a disgrace of a judge. If there are any other judges that are like him, they are also disgraceful. Geke. What he did yesterday, it did not warrant any of the things that he did. I could not understand him, honestly. And every time he behaves like that, I think he forgets there's a witness that is sitting there listening to him do all of that shindig, and he doesn't care. He doesn't respect the defense, nor the witness of the defense. Now, We have seen it. He doesn't respect them. He shows no respect or no regard for them at all. We will talk about that in another video about first witness, which is Muzu Sibiya, and we'll talk about Babu Absalom Zungu. We'll talk about that too. Sure, guys. Anyway, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Because when I was found dumbfounded when it comes to that, I was like, wow, this man. Thank you so much. I'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.